Well, I'll leave the chat and then invite me when and if you need me.
Alright, no worries, mate.
Alright, and take care.
See you in a bit. Hey up, Front Row Racing DP here. And it's the start of the Front Row Racing Race Night broadcast. I'm just getting the broadcast up before I invite everybody in. And more than likely I'm going to end up with a load of messages saying invite me, invite me, invite me. So people are just too impatient these days, what can I say? So the Front Row Racing Race Night, what are we going to do? Well, it's going to be all sorts of cars around all sorts of tracks, and we'll just go through a load of different ones and see what we've got. At the moment I'm just inviting a few of the league races in, and we shall see how we get on. Now I know a few people aren't going to be able to get online until a bit later tonight, but we should just have to wait and see how we get on with that one. At the moment I'm just sorting out copying the link of the broadcast onto the Front Row Racing page. Which I will get sorted eventually. I've decided to use my my iPad this week as a bit of a side tool. Makes life a lot easier. Just have to make sure that my internet can handle it. For some reason at the moment it wants to go nice and slow. Technology, eh? It's great when it works and it's absolutely crap when it doesn't. Now what I am thinking of doing tonight is possibly doing a race and then yeah, doing a race and then possibly sitting out of one, just parking up on a corner and watching a few of the guys go round. Problem with doing that is I don't get to race much myself, but the idea is that it gives anyone watching something else to watch other than me driving. So we shall have to see how we get on with that one. Right. Now, one of the downsides with the PS4 is the fact that it doesn't show when people come online, which is a bit bloody miserable really. It's not much fun, to be honest. Oh, excuse me. Right, now somebody has sent me a message, so I'm going to have to send him one, and he hasn't joined. But there you go.
Well, I didn't join because I clicked the wrong button by mistake.
You donut. What are you like, eh? Now, at the moment, half the people in here actually aren't Front Row Racing League drivers. But there isn't many of them online at the moment, but I do know a few of them will be coming on a little later. But we'll just have to wait and see how we get on with that one. So you're alright then, Jim?
Yeah. I'm happy I'm getting better at FIFA.
Good, good. Good, good. Right.
Well,
Send some
game last night.
invites out to people on the chat. So you carried on with the doing a bit on your pro last night then?
No, I played on FUT and got walloped in 4 games.
Not much fun when that happens.
I changed my squad round and it's just not as good.
Didn't work. I'll tell you, I had a game where I had Van Persie and Costa up front, and for some reason they just simply could not pass the ball to each other, no matter what I did. And by half time I was losing 1-0. So half time I thought, well, what can I do? I haven't really got any subs that can make a difference, so I ended up just switching them round. Put Van Persie on the right and Costa on the left, and I scored 5 goals. So I won 5-1, so I was fairly happy with that.
I lost by an odd goal in every game.
Yeah, well, that's not too bad then. But I mean, what's annoying is when you get absolutely bloody hammered in every single game. But that's when it's no fun at all. But
oh yeah, but you learn from it.
that is true. Right. I am now going to I need to change the my view screen so that I'm not on a small view. I like to be able to actually see what I'm doing on track. Yeah, you're not wrong there.
I've not been back around Cadwell Park.
Neither have I, which is why I put it on, to be honest. I figured we'll go and give that a blast. I've not tried it before.
I'm sure it was on the Super Bowl game I used to have on the PlayStation.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. But I can't say it's one that I remember or know of. I couldn't even tell you if the first corner goes left or right. But, alright. I know most of the people in the lobby can't hear me at the moment, but you are just going to have to wait a moment. I have got a couple of guys online. Right. So let's one last look at who's online at the moment. I will check at the end of every race and send a few more invites out at the end of each race if I can. But oh, you spotted it then.
Oh yes, I'm fuel.
Fuel shouldn't be on. I didn't think I'd left that on, but damage, yes.
Yeah, and tyre wear.
No, tyre wear should be off. Let's just have a look. Yeah, tyre wear and fuel usage are off, but damage isn't.
Not on mine.
You'll just have to make sure that you sort your fuel out properly then. Well, it looks like there's a bit of hill on the track anyway. Oh, actually, you know what? That last corner looks a lot like the corner on the film Rush. You know where Hunt and Lauder have their first crash in Formula 2s or Formula 3s?
I've not seen it.
Haven't you? How can you have not watched Rush? But
I'll have to download it.
definitely, it is a brilliant film. ain't really got much of an idea of what these cars are going to handle like either. So, actually thinking about it, I think I have driven around here with Kyle the other day. It's actually a go-kart track, and there's a horrible hairpin. If it's the track I'm thinking of. Yeah, it is. It's like someone's having an excursion already. Yeah, when you... Oh, it's not the one with the hairpin. It's not the... Do they? Well, I've driven around here where there's a hairpin. You go under the green bridge, and then there's a hairpin to the right. I've not been around this version. Ooh, that's a bit of an evil corner. Ooh, thank you, whoever moved out of my way. I ballsed it up though. Now, for anyone that is watching the live stream, there is a chance that there'll be a lot of swearing in this race from people. I have got the chat set as open at the moment, so if people did want to join the chat room as they come onto the lobby, they can do, but you will be broadcast on the live stream. Oh, should not look at the map when there's a corner there. Oh, I'm on my second lap and got no temperature in them. Ooh, 8. But I'm fairly sure you start the race with warm tyres anyway. Now, for those people that don't know that damage is on, they may get a shock the first time they crash and beg for it to be turned off. But you know what, I'm tempted to leave it on, to see if it makes people drive a little more sensibly. I doubt it'll work. Oh no, don't go off. I must admit, had I known that it was this particular track, I probably wouldn't have put it on because it is quite narrow. It's a right tricky little sort of a track, isn't it? We'll see if I can do a lap without actually coming off this time, but I've already had the notification saying that my next lap's going to be invalidated, which I think was a bit nasty. Thing is, you never know, you may find a slow lap that gets pole. Yeah, if I can get around this last corner, I've actually done a lap without coming off, but it's not going to count, and it was a 1:36. Maybe you went off on the previous lap and it invalidated both. That's what it did to me. I don't think they actually handle as bad as this. I have driven a small Caterham 7 before, although it was harder to get in it than it was to drive it. They're not made for big people. Just like Lotus Elise. I drove a Lotus Elise once. I had to get out of it on my hands and knees. Come on, lap time coming up. I don't know how good it may or may not be. Pole position. That may be because no one else has set a time yet. I haven't got enough time to finish this lap, so let's jump to the pits. Let's have a look at the timing screen. Oh, Tomo's got a lap in. He's in the pits. Oh, Ray's sideways. Jim's in the pits. Danny's in the pits. Donut's in the pits. And Paul's in the pits. So everybody is in the pits. It's alright, you've only got 20 seconds. Enough time to get a corner in, maybe.
Enough time to roll the flag.
True.
This is not going to be good.
Okay. Now, for some reason, I've got Twitch on my iPad, but for some reason it's frozen. So if anyone sent a message or anything like that, I cannot see. I don't know why. I think it's this bloody Sony iPad. I mean, my Sony phone's been doing my head in the last couple of days.
Okay, mate, focus on the light. Nothing else
Right.
matters now. Just gonna
Be
keep
careful,
going away
guys.
to defend that whole position.
Good start. Oh, there's contact. No, I'm off. I'm off. Get back on the grass. That's not going to go well. Come back. You ain't making that, right? I don't know, comes into a race and everyone's flooring it. Oh! So back into the lead we go. Can we keep it? That's too quick. Oh no! I'm going to get a penalty now. Nope, got away with it. That was lucky. Ooh, ooh. Okay, just get the cones out of the way. It sends you across a corner. Ooh, should not look at your iPad while you're driving. Oh, looks like Paul was getting a bit of revenge on Tomo then. This Caterham doesn't end too badly once you get used to it. Now, I'm not sure, but I do think that if you get damage, you can chuck it into the pits and repair it. Well, guys, that's just ridiculous. What the fuck are you doing? Well, that's exactly why I've just left the lobby. I'll set a new one up. I ain't going to invite them in.
What did he get out of it?
I've no idea.
What was that?
Well, 3 of them parked across the exit of a corner.
Huh?
3 cars just parked up on a corner all across the track. So there's no way to get round it.
I heard that was like, right.
If I was you, Jim, I'd just leave that lobby and come and join us. I mean, it's alright people having a laugh and stuff like that, but come on, if you've damaged your car, it's not my fault, is it? You want to drive, if you want to do that, there's no point you coming in.
Yeah, I've joined. Oh,
Where's your brother?
He won't be on till 10 o'clock.
he's not allowed to tell him.
No, his missus is right pissed with him lately. He might not know it, but she is.
I had to buy my missus another teller.
See, I bought mine.
I'm just putting this and doing the options.
I bought, my missus bought a TV for £35, 32 inch was it?
Yeah.
And we had the 50 inch and the 11 inch. I took the 50 inch and paid for the 32.
I think that's what Steve was planning on doing. But I think that's what Steve was planning on doing.
And the missus is shouting in the back.
Ah, right.
Back downstairs.
She wants to know. Well, you say you've lost it. You've given it up. Cars that was parked up.
Was it?
Yeah. He's just messaged me asking why I left, and because I can't be asked with people fucking about like that. So it's quite simple, really.
I can do the same thing. Is damage on?
Damage was on, yeah. But I have turned it off now.
I got rear-ended
That's weird.
about 3 times in the last race.
Yeah, I mean, accidents will happen and stuff like that, but I mean, parking up on a corner, I don't know, it bugs me. People want to have a race, not go around a corner and find 3 cars parked up there.
Right across the front.
Yeah. Right.
That's when you can want to have a wee race with it.
Exactly.
Put on with it.
Exactly.
It's down a bit, isn't it?
Where's Dan gone? Ah, Dan's gone offline. See, that might be why Dan left the race. I don't know if he crashed it himself.
I can't see the point in having failures. It
would. It's one of those things where you can put it on, and then if people are abusing their car or what have you, then it's going to hurt them. But if it's what was I going to say? If it's just totally random, it's going to break down at any point. It is a bit harsh.
Well, I've had it where I'm in the pits and they can't get a wheel nut on.
Yeah.
And then the truck went. And I had mechanical failures set to nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. I was thinking that because they're. I thought they were all right.
I'm not back in this gun like a fucking guy on Saturday night.
Yeah, I couldn't put the power down.
I didn't have a problem getting the power down. Maybe you're just too aggressive.
No, it's because it's on a controller, so you've got less control over it.
Yeah.
I'm on a wheel.
Well, you say you got less control over it. But you can do much more steering correction than you can on a wheel. It's much easier to do.
About 200 feet back, you kidding? That break my wrist.
Yeah, that would be a bit aggressive.
I'm going to take a couple of minutes out. I'm going to make a cuppa while you're waiting on people.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
Now, for anyone that's watching and wondering why we just sat here with only a couple of people in the lobby, it's because we were in the middle of a race, but a few people decided to just park up on the exit of a corner for a laugh. And for those three, yeah, it may have been funny, but for everyone else, it wasn't. I mean, people have recently got the game and want to have a race, and instead, other people are doing stuff like that, and it's not fun for them. But there we go. Right. So we will get going in a few minutes when Jim's come back, and I know there's going to be more people coming on. I was going to say there'll be more people coming on a little later on, I'm sure.
I put my might be a broadcast view. I can cope with it. See a small screen. Very good.
Yeah, you can change it, you know. Yes. When you're broadcasting, press your share button again, go back into broadcast, advanced settings, and take away where it says message to viewers, and then it gives you the full screen. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't show you any messages from people that are watching. What it does is it'll flash up if someone new views, and it'll flash up if someone does send you a message. You then got the option of shrinking your screen again to see the messages, or use another item. For example, I've got my Sony iPad thing next to me with the volume turned off, so if people do message I can read that and still use a full screen.
I don't have that, so I'll just
Yeah. I mean, one thing you can do, I mean, if you want, the handy thing with broadcasting is, because the PS4 only records in 15-minute clips, if you broadcast it'll record for much longer and you can export it to YouTube. So if you're not fussed about people messaging you, you can put it on full screen, broadcast it, and then put it on YouTube later. But what you can do is, let's say you finish a race, you can shrink your screen, see if you've had any messages, respond to them or what have you, and when you're about to do your next race, enlarge your screen again. Right.
Oh, Cunt Racing. Alright. I'm Jim, by the way.
and Ray, by the way.
I'm trying to work out where your accent's from. It's got to be South Scotland.
No. Central.
Oh. Because I used to go up Glasgow a lot. My dad was Scottish.
I am from Paisley.
I know Paisley.
Figure.
I don't think he knows that.
No. I used to spend a lot of time in Glasgow when I was young.
Epsom Park.
No, Springdale.
Oh, it's not, it's this track. This is a dodgy track. Yeah. Ah, Kev's just come online. Alright, Kev, how you doing? I didn't see you come online. You're more than welcome to try and join through the chat. We've only just started a quali. I tell you what, let's go back to the pits. Oh, it's not. Try. Oh, you won't be able to join now. Yeah. Well, we have a choice of exiting or get this race out of the way. Avoiding your rear end meant I ended up going wide then. It's been a long one. Bloody hell. I mean, you're going to drive badly tonight then. I'll have to pick some cars you can't drive. Oh no, I'm stuck on your rear end. We're stuck. That was rather weird. It was like our wheel arches got stuck together. Oh no, 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 no.
plan. Keep it consistent and stay with it.
Unlucky. Oh no. Double tap to record, Ray. Hold. Alright. Maybe, well, I would say maybe it's the no traction control, but if you haven't got it on either, I've not. That might be what it is then. Alright. Ah. Well no, you shouldn't have had, because the lobby's set to none. No, but what I'm saying is because the lobby was set to none, it shouldn't have changed yours to being on. It may have done, but it shouldn't have done. Oh, that's wide. I was trying to drift it a bit round there, and it didn't like it. Oh, I do not want to do that. Alright, Nestig, how you doing? Are you coming online? Ooh, go on. Giving you half a chance here, Jim, by making mistakes. I expected this to drift a little more than it does. Ooh. Should not look at the messages while entering a chicane. I am driving a bit bad here, but that's because I'm trying to have a bit of fun with the car and send some smoke Jim's way. Whoa, 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 nearly rolled it. Well. Okay, I'm going to have to not make any mistakes to catch you now. Both my rear tyres are red. There's too much curb.
Setting the fastest lap of the race. Keep it up.
Oh no. Oh, I know why you can't join, Kev. It's set to private, so you need an invite. We'll be done in a couple of minutes. I just need to hunt Jim down. I don't suppose you've seen any updates from Codemasters as to why the game's been delayed? No. Well, the thing is, technically it is. Excuse me, Steve was telling me that when games are in production, the producers on their websites will put what stage of production they're in like a coloured rating, and when it goes to gold, it means that the game has been finished and they are putting it onto disc. And he, I think it was 2 weeks ago, said he checked up on it and it was in gold status, so it was finished and being put onto disc. So whether they found some fault with it since then, I don't know, or whether there's a manufacturing fault, I don't know. But I do think it's a bit shitty of them announcing it the way they have done by not announcing it. Yeah. I mean, was you on the other day when I mentioned that I'd been sent a link of footage saying that it might be delayed, and then 2 days later saying Codemasters have said it won't be? Right. Well, basically, James Zulkenberg sent me a link to a YouTube video, and I'm fairly sure it may have been one of AOR's guys. I recognised the voice. It was either AOR or it was like one of the FSR guys. It was a voice I recognised anyway. And basically people had been contacting him saying, we're hearing that F1's being delayed, do you know anything? And he says no. So they then sent him a link to a website in Germany called F1 Games in Germany, and he checked out their website and translated what they'd been posting, and basically what it was, in Germany they were due to do a Codemasters F1 2015 sort of media sort of day, like a media release on June the 9th. No, sorry, not June the 9th, within the next week or two. But it had been delayed to June the 9th, which led the website to believe, well, hang on, does that mean that you're delaying the game? Because that's only 3 days before it's meant to launch. So this guy's obviously checked up on this website and had a look and checked out what they've been saying, and his video basically says, look, this is what I found. I don't know if it is going to be delayed or not, but I'm just letting people know that this is what has happened in Germany. 2 days later he's done another video saying, okay, I did say that I didn't know if this was going to be true or not, but it turns out it's not true. The game isn't being delayed, and the way I know that is F1 Games in Germany, I've been in touch with them, and they've actually had a reply from Codemasters saying, we've delayed the media day because of a licensing law. We can't show moving pictures of the game yet. But the game is not being delayed. It's still going to be launched on June the 12th. And then 2 days later, they come out with their teaser trailer showing that it's been delayed by a month.
Yeah. I think I kind of recall what you're talking about.
Mm.
I think it was AOR, I think.
Might have been. But
The game will be more refined and better.
well, I don't know. I mean, obviously, whatever their problem is, well, this is the thing. If it's in production phase or like putting it onto disc phase, if it was there's a problem once they've put it on the disc, then okay, not a lot they could do that other than rectify it. It may take a month to redo it, because I do know that games in the past have had that problem. They've got to that stage of putting it to disc, but then there's been a problem with the discs, so they've had to reproduce everything again. But would it kill Codemasters to say the game's ready, there's a problem with the discs, it's going to take us this long to get it sorted, we're really sorry, here's a teaser trailer, instead of it's not being delayed, here's a teaser trailer and we'll put on the end of it a date when it's coming out?
Yeah, it's a bit naughty, isn't it?
But I mean, so I know Rian was putting in the messages earlier, I don't see why everyone's getting on the Rage bandwagon. It's like, well, because he says, what do you want, the game to be right or wrong? So, well, obviously we want the game to be right. I'm not annoyed at that. I want them to release the game working properly.
The one good thing about Codemasters, they do make good games.
Well, some people would disagree with that, but I mean, for me, having played on F1 2014 last few days and obviously every Wednesday, Thursday, comparing it to like the Formula A on here, the F1 cars on F1 2014 are better than the Formula A's on here.
Formula A's on here are horrible.
Yeah? But
I bet you they're not if you had the right soap.
No, I haven't played with Setup.
maybe, but I mean, I have played about with setup, and don't get me wrong, the Formula A's aren't too bad when we get half decent setup on it. But I've gone back to playing like F1 2014 and found it to be very drivable, not as difficult as we used to find it, which is a bit odd. But alright, Leo, how you doing? Good, good. Ah, not bad.
Hey, Ken,
Evening.
guess where I got to on the leaderboards?
Go on.
35.
Have you?
I got
Bloody
down
hell.
30, but, and then within minutes I got down 5 places.
Ooh. What car was that in?
Right.
Formula A.
Ooh. I've not tried taking the Formula A's round there yet.
I wouldn't even bother.
It's great fun.
I'd spend most of the time in the wall.
Right. Excuse me. Yeah, you're not the only one. Right.
It's nice when you get in a rhythm.
Yeah.
I've got videos, it's just I haven't got a YouTube channel.
Get one set up. Diddle-a-la. Let's just save them.
I can't believe I stayed within a second of you and not that last race day on lap time.
Wow, I was pushing too hard at the end.
What cars are going in these?
No, I'm changing it now.
Looking for
No, I'm saving the open wheelers until there's a few more people on a little later, because I know a few have asked for them.
What's this car called?
Yeah.
GT3.
Yes.
Really nice.
Don't press go yet.
You're alright, finish your smoke anyway. Oh, hang on, I better put the laps down. We do not want to be doing 8 laps around here. Because people will come online and be sat there for ages waiting.
It is a shame you can't join this session.
Yeah, well, it's proper annoying, that is. I mean, I've had people asking me lately about, are we going to do a league on here? And in a way I'd like to, but the fact you can't spectate and record is a bit frustrating.
Yeah. Can you spectate that one?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I recorded races all last season. Yeah. Well, I don't do that. I record it so that people can watch it back and watch the races. I do it as a commentator. But then we have stewards in there that record it to scrutinise people, and they will watch the race footage that I do or whoever records the other league do. Because if they see something on the race footage that they didn't see themselves, then they say, well, hang on a minute, you just wrote him off and didn't care. Here's a penalty. You cheat. Oh, and don't worry about drinking. Ray will be on the beer.
Well, it is Friday night.
Oh dear.
I'm ready when everyone else is.
I think I just heard Ray say he's on his 12th.
Keep up.
I'll be unconscious now.
I can get about that on a night out, but I'm dead the next day. But if I'm at home, 2 or 3 cans and that's it, I'm done. I'm ready for bed.
I can do 9 or 10
Scottish and hard.
Sure. Well, Jim, you could do 9 or 10 on a night out because it's aided with other substances. But
my life's aided
I tell you, those painkillers. Yeah. Well, I remember Jim telling us. He said he didn't come online for about 2 weeks. And we're like, Jim, are you alright? He says, yeah, I met a bird. I was like, alright, you have a good time? I said, well, yeah. Got chatting to her. She said, why don't you come down to mine? So I did. We went wild for the weekend. I said, fucking, that was fair enough. It took me a week to recover and I went back the next weekend. I said, fair enough. But she must have been not a beast, an animal. For Jim to go back for seconds. Most people haven't, Ray. Alright, Steve. Steve will be on his way soon. I have sent you an invite, Steve. I don't know if it'll have expired by the time you get on. She'll probably hear you. Okay, what's that? What's that beeping?
It's the oven.
Alright, I thought that was at my house, it was that loud. I thought, I've not heard my fire alarm make that noise before. But there's a fire in there, mate. I was joking when I told you that, Ray. I haven't got a clue what my master scale is set on at the minute. I told you it's heavier in faster cars. It's your own fault for believing what Steve told you.
I'm running 32
Yeah, okay.
Like someone's had your fucking pants down.
Oh, they have. He asked Steve what he was running it on, and Steve said, "Oh, I've got mine on max." Okay, Strangly Brown. Oh, can you tell I was reading your message? I crashed. Yes, I am on a wheel. I'm on a Thrustmaster T300. I really shouldn't read messages while driving around here, but that is true. But still, it's better not to crash. Hello, Sideways. I'm Dave. I know. Oh, this has got a bit of an F1 steering wheel on it.
I can't believe you can hear that. Fucking hell, don't start me off again.
What's got you giggling?
It's really fine, but it's
All right.
I don't understand how you can hear it.
You've obviously got a very sensitive microphone.
It's unreal. No, the other night I was fucking crying with laughter. Oh god. Can you? Oh yeah, you can, can't you? I think I've got it on max, that's probably why.
Must be picking up the vibrations.
Yeah, it's doing a good pick up smell.
It's too right.
That's how to do the PlayStation 5.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Is this day?
The race will be 3 laps.
3 laps.
Mr. Strangly Beans, let's see. You're right, Project Cars is a great game. I've not got a wheel stand pro, no. I've had my wheel stand for about 2-3 years. I got mine from Wheel Stand Racing. It's lasted 2 or 3 years okay, but it is at that point where I'm gonna have to get myself a new one, and the Wheel Stand Pro is a possibility, but I don't like the idea of drilling through tubes to try and mount my pedals. If I had the money, I'd get one of these rigs where it's yeah. Well, I mean, ideally, I'd get a Red Bull play seat because they are brilliant. That would probably make me sick, and they could probably cost about £6,000 or something daft like that. Yeah, I mean, the Red Bull play seat I think is retailing for around about £800-900, which, okay, it's a lot of money, but for what it is, I reckon it'd be worth it if you could afford it.
Let's take pole position with this lap. Focus on those apexes and carrying the speed. Try not to lock up under braking. You can do this.
That's top end.
Oh, I can't say I looked at what my top end was.
I'm doing about 168 down the straight.
Was that it? You'd expect much higher than that.
I've probably got my downforce set a lot higher than you.
Or in the setup, you'd probably find. I was going to say the gear ratio is probably not set to very high. Whoa!
Got a problem with the project car.
What you done?
I've been booted out.
Booted out?
Yeah. Fuck's sake.
Still qualifying.
Yeah, the game's bloody restarted. God's sake, what's up with this
It
game?
crashed on me the other day.
It crashed on me as well. I was telling Kev about it. I was on time trial on a semi-decent lap, and all of a sudden my screen froze, but I could hear my car still driving along. Then it went black. My wheel started jigging from side to side. Then I got a PlayStation message pop up saying your PlayStation has not been turned off correctly. Would you like to send an error report? I was like, yes. Yeah. Please tell us what happened. So I did. But there we go. It's Strangly Brown. I don't know why I called you Strangly Beans earlier. It's just obviously I can't read. Strangly Beans. There's only one way to not become or to get away from being a shite driver, and that's to drive.
The lobby screen, but it doesn't say start session, it only says vote to start.
If you're in the lobby screen, you may be stuck unless it brings you into the race now. I tell you what. Give us if it doesn't let you into the race, we'll just I'll set up a new lobby. Strangly, yeah, you don't have to drill through the tubes. There is a metal bar where you can clamp your pedal base down, but the pedal base does. Are you in with us, Kev? Are you on track?
Green, green, green.
Okay, I'll set a new one up. Yeah, you don't have to drill the tubes, but the metal bar that holds the pedal base down doesn't really hold it very well, and also tends to be exactly where your heels are. So it is better to drill it down, but Kev could tell you more about that. Underneath?
Yeah, the bar that straps them down
Yeah.
is underneath, because obviously I bought this for the G27 and you only
Yeah.
get one bar.
Yeah.
But, so what it is, I've got 3 screws and they line up, the holes in the bar line up exactly with the right holes in the pedals, and not had to drill them.
Yeah.
And because before I only had 1 screw in, but now I put 3 in, they've not fell off since.
Oh, that's not too bad. Alright, Steve. Yeah, I'm just setting a new one up now.
Alright, Steve.
Hello, back here, Steve.
Oh,
Your last up to Master feedback.
change it. You can you can change it now, Ray.
See my hands.
I hope you had the window open.
They're rippling about like fucking god knows what.
Oh, right, shit. Master feedback up full. That is... You asked me what setting I had it on for phone. I bet it did.
Okay. Hang on a minute. There's a chance I may have just ballsed up this lobby.
Okay, so don't join it yet, is that what you're saying?
No, you're alright. It only lets you send 8 invites at a time.
Ray, what have you got your tyre force set to?
Default.
100.
What's
100.
better?
Whatever that is, but the Masters up at 200.
Alright, just having a look at mine now. Where is it?
Masters up to 200. No,
Send us another invite, Dave. That one seems to have disappeared.
basically.
Really?
Yeah. I got notification of it, went to accept it and it disappeared.
That's weird. What was I going to say?
Jumping up out of a gypsy.
Right, I have sent you new invites.
Got it.
Okay, let's have a look at my settings. Okay, TIE Force at 100. Let's see. Okay, where's the master scale? I can't find it.
That's in per car, that move.
Oh, right. I'll have a look on track then.
You wanna
It'll
get
be
on
standard.
These ones,
No,
the ones I've got here, the ones I've got here are off the internet. So
What you got it set to?
this is from one of the guys who helped developing the force feedback apparently.
Go on, give us a
So,
shout. What is that?
Tyre Force 80.
With the hell, I had mine at 200.
You can have, well, you can, no, sorry, this one, if you feel a car's too heavy, knock it down to 80. If it's too light, knock it over 100. If you want it somewhere in between, leave it at 100.
Mine was at 200.
I still haven't printed them off. And Strangly, I agree with you, mate. Even so much. Here, Kev, you'll like this. Was in a lobby with Dave the Arp on F1 a couple of days ago, and his mate had been messaging him on Facebook saying, I'm getting rid of my PS4. Project Cars is crap. And Dave the Arp's like, I'll have it off you, mate. How much do you want for it? 300 quid. Okay. So we're playing F1 on Wednesday night, and we're telling Dave about Project Cars. He says, I'm going to have to get that then for definite, because at that price, with Project Cars for a PS4 is pretty good. So after the race, no, it was after qualifying, wasn't it? He messages the lad saying, I'll have it off you, mate. He gets a message back. This is only a day later, obviously. He gets a message back saying, sorry, I've been playing on multiplayer and I really like it now. I'm going to keep my PlayStation. It's like, you wake up.
Get it for $299 brand new with a guarantee.
But you'd have to pay 45 quid for Project Cars.
No, well, you get
Yeah,
a package. They do a package.
not at 299 with Project Cars.
No, it's 249.
249? Do you mean 349? I was going to say.
349.
Right, my master scale on this car is currently set at 26.
26?
Yeah.
The master scale doesn't actually account for PS4.
I don't even know what the master scale is.
The master scale won't affect you guys that are on a pad.
On pads.
Excuse me. It's only for those that are. That's the only for those that are on a wheel. It basically makes it heavier.
I'm keeping mine at 200.
But whatever I'll give you a little, whatever the master scale is, you must have the SOP scale at exactly the same.
What?
SOP.
Scale
It's C to the pants. No, SOP.
to the pants. Right, I'm going to send you the link. You need a degree to work it out. I'll send you the link.
I'll
anyway.
give that a try.
Thank God I've got a degree in electronics.
So my settings for this car are 32, 60, 40.
Hang on a sec. Let me go back to the pits and I'll put it on. Then people can see it as well that are watching. Helps if I go into freeze back. Right, 36.
No, 32.
On what?
Master scale.
On the master scale page,
32.
32,
I don't know. I've got to scroll down. Miles.
It's at the top.
Yeah, I was gonna say master scale's at the top.
I was at 200.
Oh right,
Sorry, right.
yeah. It's all right. You got a 10-minute qualifying session to sort it out.
FX.
FX is 60.
60.
Strangly, I'll answer you in a minute.
Okay.
FY is 40.
40. See if this is light as...
FZ is 80.
See, this does make the steering lighter, moving them to the left.
Yeah.
MS.
MS is 80. What it is the reason is because our wheels only have a certain amount of power to give to the force feedback. So if you've got them all ramped up, you won't feel some of the stuff because it starts, I think they call it clipping, don't they?
Don't know.
When there's too much input and the wheel can't deliver the output because there's too much input or something it is.
Fair
Something like that. Anyway,
It's what I
What's the arm angle at?
FX smoothing is 20. Arm angle 1500 on this car. Default is 1300 I think.
No, it's 15.
Oh. Well, some cars it changes.
Okay, FY.
FY?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, FY smoothing 0, FX 0, smoothing 0, and the last one's 0 as well.
Okay.
Arm angle.
1500.
Then you say you have.
Scale is
Oh, go on.
0.01.
Oh shit.
Is that a full cars?
Okay.
It's not for all cars, it changes per car. So the only one that changes on this page anyway up to now is the SOP. You match that to the master, so that's 32.
What page on about?
Body and SOP.
I've got that in that corner. And then the SOP differential is 80.
80? Oh, right, okay.
And that's it.
Right, so if this handles like a bag of crap, we're all blaming you, Kev. Yeah. Right, okay.
SOP differential is 80.
80. Right, okay. I'm just going to answer. Alright, Carl, just give us a minute, mate. I'm just going to answer Strangly Beans. You stick it with that name, Strangly. I do apologise. SOP, Kev saying to put it the same as the master scale. It's not the same thing, but what he was just telling us about is he's printed out a list of all settings for all of the cars. He's got it from, not direct I don't think, but he's got it from a guy that was in conjunction with the game and the force feedback with the T300s. So hopefully what he says should work, but it will possibly be different for different people. It all depends on what you prefer to feel on your wheel and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so basically, you've got a force feedback at 100, any wheel. And if you want the steering heavier or lighter, you adjust tyre force. That's it. You don't adjust force feedback. So the tyre force is obviously what the tyres are doing, which turns into force feedback on your wheels. So that's what you feel, according to this guy.
With the tyre force, that one's in the main options, isn't it?
That one's in the main options.
Right, okay. Which I ain't got a clue what mine is set on at the moment.
Yours is probably at 100, Dave.
It more than likely is. I know I did play about with a few settings early on. Hello, we can now. I'd say it doesn't feel too bad. I would say it does feel lighter than it.
Every single probably you should feel more elevation changes and bumps and curves and stuff like that, and the car's rotating under cornering. You should feel that a bit better because the wheel isn't over outputting, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Is it? Well, you want to get these files that I've found on the internet, Kyle. I'll send you them, and then you can try them, mate. It's been a WMD member who helps in the, you know, making the force feedback and stuff. I mean, it might not be for everyone, but I prefer it to stock.
Oh. I wouldn't say all the cars feel that way strangely. Some do, especially the sort of the slower, more basic ones I found do feel very light. Cars like the touring cars or the road cars, but the faster, more powerful, more aerodynamic cars I've been in do handle much, much better. I mean, the LMP1s are my favourites on the game, and I haven't changed any of the settings on them. I mean, for all I know, I could change it and it would be a lot better, but I am very happy with them as standard. It takes, well, I was going to say it takes years to know it. It kind of does take years to know it.
But it's different on every game. Like this game, it's so much funkier.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I probably first had a go round here on
GT2.
That's what I was going to say, GT2. I'd say I got a kind of grasp of it pretty quick because there was a challenge in the Merc Cosworth where I had to do it without crashing in under 10 minutes. Yeah, it took me a few weeks to get it done in under 10 minutes. I mean, there's one thing learning where the track goes, and then there's another level to it of knowing how fast you can go round the track.
Well, I know exactly what corners are coming up, they've just lost the control of the car.
I'll tell you what, fuel usage better not be on. No, it's just the corners are coming at you faster. Right, for anyone that sends me messages while we're in the middle of this race, I'll have to reply to them afterwards because I'm on full screen with my iPad next to me, and if I look at the messages I will crash.
Ray's got it in for me today.
Oh, get off the curb, you pain in the backside.
Do what I do first, because I can watch your brake lights. I don't know where I'm going. Keep having to clear up at the track now. Oh yeah, you can do that, can't
Yep. You could always put it in the middle at the bottom. I mean, you could have it smack bang in the middle of the screen. Well, I don't know if you can, but personally I'd find that really off-putting. I'm going for it, Jim. Sorry. Ooh, brake, brake, brake. Come on, go, go, go. No, no. I'm going off, Jim. Balls. Well, I've got a lot more speed in my car than the cars ahead. I think because of the gear ratio, but I had to keep backing off, got on that curb, and it's been shocking since. You farted as well then, Kyle? Oh! 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 I'm going past Jim. Give it a corner, give it another corner, and I'll be going off. Just get it really slowed down. Whoa! Mulrine's lost it. Yeah, I find the trick to the carousel is to really get it slowed down so you get the entry. It's not too bad after that. It's not quicker though.
Oh my god, it's like someone put speed bumps on it.
Dabber brakes, yeah, dabber brakes before that dip helps.
Before the hollow.
Yeah, no, the one before.
End of this lap, box, box, box.
I hadn't even been off the circuit until that point.
And now you're going to go off about 3 or 4 times on the rest of the lap.
Where's the fuel? Tell you how much fuel you got left.
Next to your tyres.
But fuel usage isn't on, so don't worry about it.
Oh, it's got the same. I just told it to pit.
Yeah, mine told me to pit as soon as we started the race.
Cheating. That's the fuel, about 5 litres.
4.
I've got mine all the way to the
I've got 4 litres, and I set the final gear ratio to its longest.
If that's not sketchy, I don't know what is.
It's clever thinking.
Sounds like it.
Equal car performance, that's what I call for.
It is equal car performance. You've just got more fuel in than I have. Well, now you know. We'll see what happens in the next few races. Oh, sorry, I wasn't planning on going for that. Go on, carry on.
Yes, we got off.
No, we just got side by side with a little bit of contact.
Could have done with some suspension.
Oh, unlucky. Might be on this game, but I doubt it. You'd be surprised.
What are you on about?
A goat simulator. Bah. Oh no, that's sheep, innit? Bah. What noise does a goat make? Well, what noise does a goat make?
Yeah, I think goats is one of them.
That sounded more like someone after a night out. That did.
They bleat.
You sure it's not called the Chunder? Okay, that Oh.
When it gets to 2017, it's going to be absolutely awesome. It's one about making calls 5 or 6 seconds out quicker.
Some bloody health and safety buff in the team might say no.
Well, most... No. The thing is though, it's not... The drivers don't have a say in it. The team owners do, and for the team owners, it's an extra cost, an extra staff that they'd need. But not only that, there is the risk of it with a fire. The 5-6 seconds faster, a big chunk of that would come from having less fuel in. But I mean, as a driver, yes, it'd be better because you have more options for strategy. As a team owner, it's not better.
P2 is 7 seconds, that's what we like.
Now, the thing is, for example, if they were to look into ground effect, they could get the 4-5 seconds without changing anything else. Yeah.
I like Frosty's idea of how to improve F1.
No blue flags.
No blue flags.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that, no blue flags, because people get held up. Yeah, you can there is the possibility of going to... You can use any compound at a Grand Prix weekend, but you would have to choose your compound about a month beforehand so that Pirelli can make them. But that one I'm not a big fan of because, I mean, for the most part, I would guess most teams are going to go with the fastest tyre and one that will last quite well, and all the teams will pretty much end up picking the same tyre. So they may as well just say, here's 2 tyres that you can use all season.
Some tyres will not work on certain circuits, and Pirelli know that. Some tyres will obliterate on certain circuits, and Pirelli know that. And to give the teams the choice, who's to say the teams are going to know what that tyre is?
Nearing the end of the race now, just one lap to go, bring it back to us.
Pirelli would have to say, well, do you know what, we don't believe our tyre is going to be safe on that circuit.
And that's the thing, for Pirelli... Well, no, but for Pirelli, if teams are using tyres that suddenly start exploding, it won't be the teams that get into grief, it'll be Pirelli. And the last thing they need is exploding tyres, because it does affect their customer base. Yeah. But the thing is, even then, when they were blowing up in 2013, it wasn't necessarily Pirelli's fault. They had their set guidelines for maximum camber and maximum tyre pressures that can be used for the tyres. The teams ignored it, went higher cambers, higher pressures, and the tyres exploded. Who was the one in the limelight getting all the grief? Pirelli, not the teams who were going outside the guidelines. Well, that was years previously. That was a problem with the track surface, because it's a very, very sharp surface. That to a degree was the tyre manufacturer's fault, but that wasn't Pirelli. Bridgestone, yeah, they basically took a tyre that was never, ever, ever going to be safe around that track. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean... Oh no. Wrong gear. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, things with the Isle of Man as well. I mean, there's people that have had extremely serious crashes there, nearly died, and gone back and raced again. I mean, Hamilton put it well a few years ago. I think it might have been when he was on Top Gear. He says he doesn't want to die in an F1 car, but if it did happen, then at least he's doing what he enjoys. Yeah. I mean, it's a bit like astronauts when shuttle exploded on its way back into the atmosphere. There was big outcry from the public to never go into space again. But the astronauts were like, hang on a minute, we're the ones putting our lives at risk. We want to go. We know what the risks are. We're prepared to take that risk. So fair enough, you want to go? Fine. Well, they didn't know that until afterwards. Oh, right. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you'd have to go with the speed of light, because otherwise it would take you about 10 generations to get there.
I mean, the thing is, a lot of things in space travel have been taken from Star Trek, and I think one of them would be if they did find that there was intelligent alien life elsewhere, you would not engage. No, what I'm saying is, for NASA, if they were to find intelligent life, I think there would be a rule in place that they were not to engage. Now, if they accidentally engage, then there's not a lot you can do. I mean, you come out of warp and, oh shit, there's a Klingon. Not a lot you can do about it. But, well, with the way Kev's farting, anything's possible. But
Should have heard him the other night, pitching himself laughing because of his farts.
now, what was I going to say? Yeah, I mean, I was watching a program recently about like things like the Mars Project. I am, yes, mate. Homer was refused entry to space. They were discussing things like the Mars Project and should they go further. And there is a group out there that think it is ethically wrong to send people on a mission where they won't be coming back.
Straight to the box at the end of this lap, please.
Now, well, no, I'm not just on about Mars, but like, for example, what's his name? The guy, you know, there's the two men that first landed on the moon. There was Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, I think that's his name. Well, he was on that show with Dara O'Brien and Brian Cox. I'm trying to concentrate on where I'm going and have an intelligent conversation. It usually doesn't go well. Yeah, he was on there with those two, and he is a leader in the Mars Project and beyond. And he was saying that his plan is to send people to Mars to set up base and never come back. Their job would be to go there and create and colonise it, yeah. Basically create a system there where later on others could go there. Now, the first people would never come back, but he is getting resistance from groups that think it's ethically wrong to send people out into space with no chance of return. But his response was, well, yeah, you would. They wouldn't go with you, though, Jim. That's the difference. Yeah, that's true. Kyle would be the character of Rocketman. But no, I mean, Buzz Aldrin said himself, if people volunteer to go on a mission knowing that they're never going to come back, then they must have the right stuff, and they know that they're never coming back. So it's not ethically wrong if they choose to do it. It's ethically wrong to murder someone, but it's not ethically wrong for someone to commit suicide. So it's ethically wrong to send someone to space and blow them up, but it's not ethically wrong to send them to space with them knowing they're never coming back. Okay, I've had a load of messages come through here. Okay, do I find some cars are better than others? Yes, some car defaults are better than others, definitely. Let me know what site recommends what. Kev, what was the site that you got that information off?
I'll post it in the chat.
Okay, no problem. Kev will post a link in the chat for information on car setups. Yeah. Strangler, you're right.
2 pages, but
yeah.
On the very first page, the original post, there is the files, and you just need to click on the PS4 files, and then it will bring it up.
Yeah. Okay, Strangly, did you have trouble with the first Brands Hatch car in career? To be honest, mate, I've only done the Formula Gulf races in career mode. The rest of the time I've spent online or in time trial. I've been meaning to get back to it. The road car is apparently, yeah, I've not driven it. iFez, yes, this track is challenging and it does take years to get to know where you're going and go at it at speed. But yeah, as Jim says, it is a brilliant track. It's not when you're crashing into every bloody corner, but it is when you get to do a lap. I find it a lot like Monaco. It's one of those places where if you do a lap without hitting a wall, it doesn't matter what the lap time is. You should be proud of yourself. Are they not? That's crap. You might be able to. It's worth having a look. But I was impressed with. Has anyone not seen the F1 practice sessions? Has anyone else?
I've seen it, yeah.
Kev, have you seen them?
I've seen bits and bobs of them, mate, yeah.
Okay, well tell us if you don't want us to talk about it, otherwise we're going to talk about it. Well, you're just an arse, Ray. I was impressed with Max Verstappen in FP1, but at the same time, Toro Rosso in the last race went for qualifying over race pace and it didn't work for him. If they do the same in Monaco, it could work for him. But with the amount of track evolution there was at Monaco, he was on very low fuel on, I think, brand new tyres. So there is a chance that his time was not necessarily representative. But he was second fastest in FP2. They get that away from him.
Alonso was fastest at one point. When it rained.
True. Okay, for yeah. No, quite a few of them went out. Maldonado went out on slicks, and then it pissed it down, and his crew were laughing at him while he was sliding around. Kyle, you do realise that we're broadcasting this and everyone now knows that that's what you've said. People are now going to ask they're going to want video proof of what you're going to do.
I was going to say, I'll hold you to that, Kyle, and we'll expect you to live stream.
Okay, for anyone that is... Go on then.
I thought it was Eccleston.
I was going to say, I thought it was Eccleston. No. I saw it on I saw it on TV last night, or Facebook it might have been last night, about Eccleston is being investigated over £1 billion. Okay, for anyone watching the live feed, the link that Kev187 has put up on the chat, that's a link to all of the setups for all of the cars from a guy that was...
Dave, I've got it even better here, mate.
Oh.
Updated version 5.1.
Oh. Okay, he's going to put another link up. It's for setups for all of the cars, mainly for wheel users though, with the Thrustmaster T300. It's a guy that's been working in conjunction with Project Cars and the Ford Force Feedback. Turn your volume off, Kev, I can hear myself.
Sorry. Let me just...
Can I
Not
put
yet.
one of my links on?
No, you dirty bastard. Not if it's the one from Kyle.
That's what I want.
Racing League.
I got Ray to send it to his missus.
My answer to Kyle on that one was, you dirty bastard.
My brother-in-law texted me back saying, "Oh, can you stop sending, showing videos of me, please?"
Yeah.
Oh, I've sent you an invite, Kyle. Neo, we may go round there in F1 cars in a bit, but I am just going to have a little bit of a change from there for the moment.
Dead zone removal range 0.02 for T300 RS.
What the fuck's dead zone?
No, dead zone removal.
Don't even know what it is.
It's in the main control center.
Okay.
What does it say for actually the dead zone itself?
Oh, I put all that to 0.
All of them?
Yeah, brakes, whatever else it was, accelerator and clutch, just put it to 0.
Where shall we go?
So what you want to do is set the relative adjust gain to 1.10.
Where do we find that?
It's on force feedback on the main controls.
I'm on force feedback.
Press R2.
For a piss
Yeah,
and came
that
back
comes up with configuration.
Yeah, no, you don't want it. No, press R2. Not R1.
L2.
Oh, hang on.
No, go on the main screen where you see your wheel on the screen and press R2.
Who was that? Who was that? Kev, what the hell have you been eating? Are you sure your force feed... Whoever that was, your force feedback is on too strong. It's making your stomach muscles work too hard. It's firing them out. Okay, what's this stuff you're on about just now? Dead zone removal range.
Right, this